Well, we are talking about India's historic moon mission there because the countdown is on and we are glued to our television sets, expecting it when it comes to today's date at today being the 14th of July at 2:35 p.m. precisely is when this launch will be taking place from Sriharikota. Now, we have been talking about when it comes to 23rd and the 24th of August will remain extremely crucial days to exactly know about the success of this mission. Going across to Aman sir as well. Aman sir, a quick comment from you. As a layman, can you help us understand exactly why this day and this time that has been chosen, sir? It is being said that this is the time when the moon is the closest to the earth.
Yes, good morning to everyone. Yes, as you know, on 3rd July, we have a super moon this month, right? Which means that the moon was the closest to the earth. So it is the best time for a launch was supposed to be go to the moon, because in this case, the distance that to be traveled to go to moon will be less. So it will be consuming less fuel, and then mission will take less time also. So that is why we have selected this month for the launch of the Chandrayaan-3.
Right. Dr. Lele sir, small comment from you also, especially when it comes to, do you feel that there is a need to establish an Asian space agency at the time without, when it comes to taking up bigger space missions, sir? How do you believe, especially when it comes to Chandrayaan-3, which also comprises of a propulsion mode and a lander and a rover, the main goal, and how do you see it further developing India's space mission, sir?
You see, you've got to look at it at 2 to 3 levels. The first thing is that, as it was rightly pointed out, that now we got a launch window from 12th of July till 19th of July. So that was calculated that when the moon will be closest to go there and undertake the launching, which is going to actually happen on 23rd or 24th of August. That's, as you already pointed out, it's a very crucial day. As far as India's moon mission is concerned, it has got a long history. We have done pretty well since 2008 onwards. It was India's mission which ended up discovering water on the moon, and I think that's one of the feather in the cap of ISRO, as well as our association with NASA. Subsequently, if you see, the mission has got slightly delayed because the second mission was supposed to be a joint mission with Russians. But Russia was not able to provide us with a rover and a lander system. That's why ISRO scientists took on themselves to develop that. Unfortunately, we had a failure during last mission, but that's what rocket science is all about. And I'm sure that this time we will be able to meet the goals which we have got. As far as the future of these missions are concerned, there is a proposal to have a Chandrayaan-3 as a joint mission between India and Japan. The issue which you were talking of Asians joining together, I think that could be one of the initial boosts to India-Japan partnership in the domain of a space in a big way. Because as far as this mission is also concerned, it is believed that it will be launched by a Japanese rocket. Unfortunately, that H3 rocket which Japan was supposed to use for this mission had met with a failure. So let's see how it boils down subsequently. But
well,
right
fingers
now,
crossed for that, sir, today's mission, and hopefully it will be a success because this is a historic date that we are looking at. Vinodji, when it comes to the objective of Chandrayaan-2, that was mainly landing on the moon, which could not be accomplished, sir. Do you believe that we have learned from that experience and reaching there itself was a great journey?
Yes, we have learned from the last attempt at the moon. Now this all has been studied and they simulated at the ground. We have simulated a number of times using the software, using the crane, using the helicopter, and all the simulations, whatever the possible failures are there, they are all simulated to the ground. The software has been corrected, has been made more rugged, and these number of tests has helped us in designing the Chandrayaan-3. Now, Chandrayaan-3 can go the 3 km/s impact. The legs have been strengthened so that it can take the more shocks. So with all this modification, we are very confident, ISRO is very confident that we will land successfully
right,
when
sir.
the time is allotted on the 23rd or 24th of August.
Right, sir.
At the evening hours.
So the coming 42 to 43 days are extremely crucial. Raviji, do you believe that the scientific objective of the orbital part is well accomplished, sir?
Yes, definitely. As far as Chandrayaan-2 is concerned, the orbiter was supposed to be in the orbit for about 1 year. And now it is, because of the fuel savings and all, it is going to last for almost 6 to 7 years. So the orbital part of the Chandrayaan-2 was great success. But let me also emphasize that even the lander part, we cannot call it a total failure. After all, the primary objective of such missions is the generation of knowledge. And Chandrayaan-2 has given us wealth of knowledge, a great wealth of knowledge, as a result of which now not only Chandrayaan-3 is going to be successful, it will be knowledge generated out of Chandrayaan-2 issues will be greatly helpful in future missions to other planets like Mars or other whatever we take up in future. So all other missions, it will be a repository of information.
Right, sir.
And what we have done in Chandrayaan-3 this time is that, see, every mission of this kind has certain margin of safety.
Right,
the
sir.
margin of safety was slightly lesser in the Chandrayaan-2, but now that envelope
well, of course, sir,
safety
years have
has
when it comes to technology, that has also been upgraded, and this is the time when it comes to targeting scientific objective of the land and on the rover as well. That must be accomplished, which can only be done only by soft landing it if it is necessary for the next part of the mission as well. Thanking all our guests joining us here on the broadcast. Thank you very much to all of you, because we will be standing by when it comes to this moon mission. Today is the day, 2:35 p.m. precisely is the time, and of course when we hear it from Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself, who is in France, and he's also looking forward when it comes to India's moon mission, the launch of Chandrayaan-3.